Everett, hey Jamie. Everett's in the house.
I see our fellow board member, Eli.
Lake Ridge represent. Why, thank you. Why, thank you.
Christian, our chair from Seattle.
What's up, Arceli?
Hey, what's
From
up, Mama?
LA, Carlos.
Where's
Welcome.
Kyle?
Everybody, there's my mom.
Another board member, Andy Estrada from Cap Hill.
Nice. All right, so you ready to have some fun tonight?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, I'm enjoying this music too. Julissa joined. Hey, Julissa.
Hey, I miss y'all. I miss all y'all.
I know. I see Aaron. Hi,
Yeah,
Aaron.
It's my see anything about wine and pizza.
For those that just joined, the music that you're listening to was created by our students in the School of Beats and Songwriting program.
Definitely enjoy. We'll be joining in a few minutes. For those who just connected in, make sure you add where you've been seeing in the chat so far, add where you're at, where you're watching from, and how many people are with you too watching. That'd be cool to know.
You can change the time. I'm so excited about this. They raised $100,000.
Nice. Chi-Town in the house.
Oh, my friend Maria from Chicago. Hey, girl.
Yeah, Chi-Town.
Hola.
About to get started soon. Let's get started. We are so excited to kick off our first inaugural Rising Star fundraiser event presented by Estena Water. Thank you for spending your evening with us tonight in support of the great work being done by After School All-Star Puget Sound. I am Jesse Rhodes, pronouns he, him, and I'm a proud board member and been an After School All-Star now for 2 years. I work at Amazon as a senior manager for diversity within worldwide consumer talent acquisition. And now I'll pass it over to my fellow MC, Araceli.
Thank you, Jesse. Hi, everyone. I'm Araceli Godinez, she, her pronouns. I'm also another proud board member of After School All-Stars, and I've served on the board for 3 years. I helped recruit Jesse, so I'm taking full, and Julissa too, so we're taking credit for that. I work at Boeing as a regional marketing director, supporting our customers in Latin America. I'm really excited for this evening. There's been a lot of great work planned, and we're hoping you will all enjoy it. You're gonna see some folks on here with a Zoom background, After School All-Stars Zoom branded background like myself. And some folks are board members, staff, volunteers, and we also have special guests. To help increase engagement in this virtual space, we want to encourage you to use the reaction button. So if you look at the bottom of the screen, there's a smiley face with a plus sign, and you can react as you enjoy the program. If you want to show some love, you can do that. But we really want to encourage you to add your comments in the chat or add any reactions that you'd like. And we really want this to be an interactive event and for all of you to enjoy along with us.
I love it. And also, good point for Julissa. She recruited both of us to be the MC tonight.
I know,
so
she
get
did.
credit for that too. So we appreciate, she knew our energy, y'all will see too. So also love seeing those reactions. I click the button, you can change the color of your reactions. I put my little hand up there to match my beautiful chocolate skin. So you can change your skin tone and have fun with it. So all the reactions in there. Love to see chat messages too. So here is a breakdown for the event tonight. We will kick things off in a few by hearing from one of our very own youth participants. We'll be showing a couple of videos about our work at After School All-Star. You'll hear from our executive director, Rena Daoud, and board chair, see our live cooking demonstration from Chef Eduardo Jordan, along with Q&A session with him. So you get your questions ready, hint, hint, get them ready now, like now. I may get some popped in while he's cooking. We'll show you what we've been up to this past year with our virtual programs, open up the Q&A with a few young people in our program, provide a chance for you to support this amazing organization, and wrap up with a live auction where we can bid on a Pick Your Paradise package. Now, I'm bidding too, potentially here. So just saying, y'all, just saying, it's worth it. I don't know about you, but I am totally ready for vacation after the year we had. Jamie's on here too from Everett. We are going on vacation tomorrow. So I am totally ready for vacation. So over to you, Araceli.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm ready for a vacation too. I'm ready to get back on an airplane. So as I mentioned earlier, we want to encourage to use the interactive chat feature. So go ahead and add your comments, add your reactions. And we intentionally made this a meeting format in Zoom, not a webcast, so that you can interact and pop in and ask questions throughout the evening. It's also family-friendly virtual event, so we welcome you to bring your kids and family along. But also, we can just ask that you please keep yourself muted to avoid any distractions throughout the program. So I'm excited to get this started. What about you, Jesse?
I'm definitely. Speaking of fun, are you enjoying the meals and our cocktails from Solara this evening? I have mine sitting right here.
I've got mine right here.
I'm tempted to eat it right in front of everybody. I popped it. I went down to this guy earlier today. Smelled good. Jamie ate it. My fiance Ken gave me a kiss and said, "Hey, it was delicious."
Oh, you can't see my dish, but I've got mine too.
So there you go. So chef doing great things. So I encourage y'all eat, dig in now. I have my delicious water, which I'm already drinking right now. So I'm fully appreciative of the hospitality and picking up those meals. So please show us your food. And I want y'all, if y'all can, show your food and drinks on the screen now. It's a huge compliment to the chef. Cheers to him and his team and Essential Water for making the meals and drinks add-ons possible. Please continue to enjoy your meal and drinks. Let's get on with the show. It is my honor to welcome Ryan. Where's Ryan? There you go, my man. Hello, Ryan. An all-star participant and a fellow student MC this evening. Ryan, how are you?
I'm doing well. It's great to be here. As Jesse mentioned, my name is Ryan. I go by he, him pronouns, and I'm a 7th grader at Meeker Middle School in Kent, in the Kent School District.
Love it, man. So Ryan, I hear you have participated in quite a few all-star programs this past school year. Can you tell us about some of them?
Yep. This year in All Stars, I've been in the Master Chef program where we learn about nutrition and cook virtually along a real chef. School of Beats and Songwriting program where we produce songs and tracks through Soundtrap Online. Power Hour, which is a fitness class, and Cartoon Academy, which is a class where we learn how to make characters from scratch alongside people from Disney and other animation studios.
Whoa, really? That's
Yeah.
awesome, man. I'm happy to hear. I'm happy to hear that, man. That's a lot. I'm like, man, I'm impressed. Again, Brian, I'm not surprised. Thank you for sharing that. I hear you got to attend also a National All-Star Board meeting and talk to the founder, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Is that right?
Yeah, that was super sick. Yeah, Arnold was really nice, and I got to share about my experience in the All Stars this year. I also encouraged their board members to connect the organization to more celebrity ambassadors that can support this mission.
Yo, any inside fun stuff you want to share about Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Oh yeah, we also got to meet his donkey Lulu.
He has a donkey.
Yeah.
I love that, man. So how did you get selected for this opportunity to MC with me and Araceli tonight?
Well, I am known to keep everyone entertained during the virtual programs and to keep things on track as a timekeeper. And also, speaking of timekeeping, we better get on task. This evening, I'd like to introduce our first video about the All-Star mission so everyone can learn more about what we do.
Cool. I want to know more about what you do.
There's a lot of data that supports the danger zone hours between 3 and 6 p.m. It's when kids are engaged in risky behaviors. It's when kids experiment with drugs and sex and sometimes crime. And so for us, that time zone is where we really try to intervene and provide positive opportunities and constructive activities for them to be involved with.
Before I got involved in After School All-Stars, I wasn't really very social.
I was bored out of my mind.
It was probably a lot less organized and a lot less kind of like centered.
I had a harder time just socializing with people.
I've been struggling in school, and when I joined All-Stars, I've noticed that my grades had gone up and noticed that I've socialized a lot more.
After School All-Stars provides free after-school programs for middle school students from underserved communities. Currently, nearly 70% of the students in our programs are enrolled in the free and reduced lunch program, which indicates a low socioeconomic income level of our students. And 85% of our students are youth of color, both including immigrant and refugee students.
It's about support. It's just having a safe place for kids to stay after school.
They actually sell the program themselves. They get their friends to come, and it's now just a part of our culture and what we do here. When you hear them say, "Are you going to program?" you know they're going to be taken care of. They're going to learn something and get homework done. 2 years ago, you wouldn't have heard that. You would hear kids running out to see a fight.
We offer academic support as well as a variety of enrichment programs for our students, all with the goal and intention of helping to close the opportunity and achievement gap. Some of the enrichment programs that we offer include cooking and nutrition, career exploration, coding and game design. We do DJ and music production, dance, art, yoga, fashion design, outdoor education, and a series of sports programs. In our program, students are starting to build skills and competencies that really increase their self-esteem. They're starting to form beliefs about who they can be and what they can be, and also are starting to recognize their options in life.
We have more attendance on days of After School All-Stars, and kids don't get in trouble as much on those days.
Now I have All-Stars that now most of the 7th graders look up to us, and we can lead them towards the right path and not towards the wrong paths.
I saw that I could learn a lot of skills and stuff when I got here. Like, I'm learning new things and I'm interacting with people that I would have never interacted with without being put into this sort of environment.
I was very antisocial before I joined the program. Now I'm talking to kids left and right, even if I don't know them.
My favorite thing about After School All-Stars is definitely the people. They're just even the staff and stuff, they're just really kind of like nice and very organized people, and they're very good at what they do.
Joining After School All-Stars has helped me build that bridge to understanding people who may not be able to understand me.
And it kind of makes you want to be better than what you came as the day before.
Every day without fail, a student is going to come show me something that they created, or they're going to share some sort of acknowledgement they got from the group leaders. And it's that sense of joy and that sense of discovery, and just the fact that I know their last interaction with school that day was a positive one, and that it's going to be what they remember and bring them back to school to learn the next day.
Thank you for supporting our students in school.
Thank you to all of the businesses and private organizations that donate to After School All-Stars. It really is making a difference in our school for our kids.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart. What you've done has not been unnoticed, and we appreciate and value and hope that it continues for future Meeker babies.
Thank you for supporting our students, families, and our entire school community.
Thank you for giving students with not much to do after school an opportunity to have fun and learn something new.
Thank you very much for supporting After School All-Stars.
Thank you for supporting After School All-Stars.
Wow, that was amazing video. Thank you for introducing that, Ryan. Appreciate that. I think we may have lost. Is Araceli there? If not, I'll play Araceli if we lost her. Maybe so. Okay, I'll go with it. So without further ado, let me introduce After School Board Chair Kristen Tender and Executive Director Rena Daoud to say a few words.
Awesome. Hey, thanks so much, Jesse. I'm getting shout outs on the other screen in the house, so I love it.
Love it.
Hey, thanks for the introduction. A big thank you and welcome to all of our viewers this evening. As Jesse said, my name is Christian Tinder, he, him pronouns. I serve as a board chair for After School All-Stars Puget Sound as an advisory principal at EY. First and foremost, I'd like to thank our presenting sponsor, Essential Water. They've been an incredible partner to All-Stars over the years, and we're extremely grateful for their generosity and support. Let's take a moment to show them some love in the chat and with their reactions on Zoom. I also want to recognize our amazing board members, those with the blue backgrounds like my own. They're incredible people from Microsoft, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Boeing, F5 Networks, Starbucks, Amazon, New York Life, and more, who believe in our mission and the youth at All-Stars. Let's show them some love with comments and reactions as well. And feel free to shout out them as you go throughout the night in our chat. Have fun tonight. Brenna, I'm gonna pass it over to you now. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Christian. I appreciate you. Christian's our board chair for After School All-Stars, as was mentioned, and he's been an amazing leader to us since our inception in 2016. So thank you so much, Christian. Good evening, everyone. What a year it has been, right? I am Rena Daoud, she, her pronouns, and I'm thrilled to be here in your company this evening to celebrate the amazing young people in our program and our 5-year anniversary as the Puget Sound chapter of After School All-Stars. I have the honor and privilege of recognizing our amazing sponsors this evening. Christian's already mentioned Essentia Water as our presenting sponsor. I'd like to give a special shout out and thanks to Kaz Meckling and Maddie Ruberg from their team, who have been just valuable friends and supporters to our organization for several years. I'd also like to recognize our All-Star sponsors, EY, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Revel Consulting, F5 Networks, and New York Life Foundation, as well as Microsoft as our elite sponsor, and Mr. Rhodes Inspire and Invest LLC as our partner sponsor. Our work is absolutely not possible without these amazing companies and their investments in our youth and the communities that we serve. Truly, we thank you all. And finally, our staff and team at After School All-Stars Puget Sound are phenomenal people. This past year during the COVID-19 pandemic, they managed to create a safe, brave, engaging, fun, and community-centered space for middle school youth to come together to get their homework done, to learn yoga poses, to create beats and create music. They explored shading and value scale. They learned new dance moves. They created nutritious meals virtually alongside a chef. They learned about plyometrics, they learned how to code, as well as learning to express themselves and exploring how to manage their thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And this year was a year unlike any other, so that was extremely important for our youth. So I'd love to just say how proud I am of this team, but more importantly, I'd love for you to show them some love with the reaction feature and some comments in chat. They are an amazing team. They're small but mighty, and we will be growing our staff significantly this summer. So I'd love to give them a shout out and a lot of praise. And I echo what Christian mentioned about our amazing and dedicated board members. This event wasn't possible without them and all their connections and their companies. So I hope you all enjoy the rest of the program, and I will pass it right back over to Jesse to get us going here.
Thank you, Rena. And you know I love saying your last name, Daoud. I just want to say it all the time. So Daoud. But a pleasure. I do miss it in person. I can't wait to come back. And it was so great to be with each of the students and seeing the magic that was created in person. And I'm so glad the magic continued even virtually. So thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Rena. I'm honored to introduce James Beard Award-winning chef and restaurateur, Eduardo Jordan. He opened the doors to his first restaurant, Solara, in June 2015, which takes 2015 is a long time for certain people. It's a long, anyway, which takes influence from France, Italy, the American South, and the Caribbean, and has become one of Seattle's hottest restaurants. In April 2017, Chef Jordan opened his second restaurant, June Baby, which focused on his roots in Southern cuisine. In December 2018, he opened his third restaurant, Lucinda Green Bar, which focused on Harlem, ancient and local greens. He has joined After School All-Star at one of their school sites, teaching their students how to create delicious pumpkin soup. Ooh, I want some of that. I'm jealous, chef. And virtually his past school year, teaching them how to make fancy ramen noodles. By the way, he was in his hotel preparing to be the top chef the next day. Talk about dedication. Please join me in welcoming Chef Jordan, directly from his home to ours, with some hand claps, some heart reactions, and some comments in the chat. I've seen flowing in there right now. Chef, I'm not sure you can see it, but it's floodgates right now. So Chef, how are you?
I'm doing good. What I think the young kids say, the chat is blowing up right now.
I love it. I love it.
How's everyone this evening? Good. I hope everyone enjoying themselves. It's been an honor to work with the After School All Stars. Essentially, has been amazing supporters of the restaurant, this community, and it's always an honor to give back and give demonstrations and hang out with the kids. I remember being, a young kid, probably about the same age as most of the All Stars, and food was like a way to keep me out of trouble. My mom kind of gave me this ultimatum: either I had to help clean the house or help her cook before I can go out and play, and that kind of just aligned me. And I realized at that point in time, as a young kid, I hated it because it was like I didn't want to do chores, I didn't want to do anything. But over time, I realized the significance of learning how to cook and be comfortable in the kitchen. And when I went off to college, I fed myself comfortably. I then became a chef because I enjoyed cooking so much. I enjoy hospitality, and I look forward to always sharing my passion with everyone, especially you. So it's an honor to be here this evening. So for those who got the bonus add-on food option this evening, I wanted to give you a little demonstration of your first course that you had. You actually had a salad this evening as your first course with some spring greens, some shaved vegetables, and a classic dressing that we actually make in the restaurant from start to finish. It's a take on a ranch dressing, which is one of my favorite dressings. I didn't know how to make this as a kid, and as I grew older, I realized that I have the touch and magic to replicate a lot of things. So I really wanted to just replicate my classic ranch dressing that I grew up on. And so it's pretty easy to make a ranch dressing. And hopefully you guys can use this as a foundation to build all kind of vinaigrettes and salad dressings as you kind of build your base here. So when you're making a salad, one of the most important things is that don't dress that salad until you're ready to actually serve it, because the acid from your vinaigrette is actually cooking those lettuces. So there's different forms of cooking. There's actually cooking with heat, which that's what most people are familiar with, and there's cooking with acid, the ceviches and marinated meats and seafoods, and then your salad. You're essentially cooking these salad greens or helping break it down so it can be more digestible and palatable when you're dressing it with a vinaigrette. And so there's two forms of vinaigrettes. There is a simple vinaigrette. We're talking about oil and vinegar and maybe some spices, maybe mustard or something. And then you have your complex vinaigrettes, when you're adding in things like eggs and maybe mustard and compound ingredients that actually emulsify the dressing to be stabilized. So when you think about a ranch dressing, it's an emulsified stable vinaigrette, and it's emulsified via egg yolks, a lecithin that actually keeps all of those ingredients together, because oil and water, they don't match, they separate. But when you bring in that emulsifier, it actually keeps everything together. So the easiest way to think about that is a mayonnaise. This is oil and water, basically. Vinegar, oil. You got other ingredients in here, salts and things of that nature. The eggs in here is kind of helping that come together. So our vinaigrette, our ranch vinaigrette is going to start with a mayonnaise, and you can make a house mayonnaise, or you can use store-bought mayonnaise. We got buttermilk here. We got some anchovy fillets, and these are the salt-cured ones the oil-based ones that are salt-cured and then held in oil. If you're using other anchovies like the ones that are held in salt, you're gonna have to rinse them a little bit to release some of that salt. We have some white pepper. I'm not sure if you guys can see it here. I already started crushing it. You can use a pestle and mortar to basically break it down, or you can use the classic spice mill, or if you got a hand grinder or a mill, you can basically break it down like that. We got some tarragon that we're gonna chop up. We got some chives, and then we garnish the dish with some benny seeds and some shaved vegetables. So I'm just gonna walk you through how to make this quick vinaigrette. And please, if you got some questions, I think Jesse, are you filtering questions?
I was about to, hey chef, you stole my. I was about to say, hey, can I ask some questions? I was checking in the chime here, getting some questions that come in. Also, I have a request in the video. People were asking, is there any way to make chef cameras center stage, and so folks can make sure they can see both cameras, so both Kelly and chef's cameras.
Can you? Everyone can see both cameras.
While you're working on that, one question did come in already, and of course I should know it. Chef is from Aaron. He's a big wine guy, like I am. He said, "Can you tell us about wine collaborations you have with the Red Mountain Vineyard?"
Oh, totally. I'm gonna get into that. Don't let me skip that question. I'm gonna make sure I'm on time, and I'm gonna jump into the question.
There you go.
To make this vinaigrette, I'm gonna start off with my mayonnaise, and I'm at home. I really don't cook with ratios. When I'm at the restaurant, I have exact recipes, and the reason I have exact recipes is because I developed them, and I'm teaching my cooks to make it exactly like I want them to be. And so they follow exact recipes. At home, you understand the base. This is your base here to make this vinaigrette, this salad dressing. You can up it up. If you want it more anchovy based, you can add more anchovies. If you want it more sour with the buttermilk, because buttermilk is a cultured milk, you can add in more buttermilk, or you can add more mayonnaise. So I'm gonna add in a couple, let's say 3-4 tablespoons of buttermilk, probably like a half cup of mayonnaise. I'm gonna add in a couple pinches of white pepper. I have some black pepper here that I didn't mention. Gonna crack in some black pepper. Over here to the side, I have some vermouth vinegar, and so here's my acid. The buttermilk doesn't provide enough acid, so I'm gonna add in a little bit of acid to give that tang, to give that punch, okay? I'm gonna put this to the side really quick, and I'm gonna do a little bit of chopping. I have my anchovies here. Then I'm gonna I'm gonna pick my tarragon. I'm gonna give a little bit of chop of the tarragon. And then I got a little trick here for cutting chives. I'm not sure if anyone has ever cut chives at home, I like to take a paper towel, fold it over a couple times, dampen it, and then actually wrap my chives in that damp towel, and it helps it stay together. That way you can get nice, beautiful sliced chives. So while I cut all of this, I'm gonna answer the question about Red Mountain. For all the wine folks out there, Red Mountain, Washington, is an area here in Washington, like it's in the Tri-City area, and they're known for their grape growing. It's pretty much a grape growing region. You think about like Napa and Sonoma Valley. Red Mountain is one of our Napas, if you want to compare them. And so I'm partnering with Frechette Winery as a collaboration to make a special Malbec blend with the owners. And Frechette is a family-owned, also black woman-owned winery. And I thought it was very important that I support them, that we build a collaboration. And I actually love Malbec, so it was extra reason for me to say, let's do this. So they make really good wine at Frechette, and I took a visit out there, did some barrel tastings, did a lot of drinking, research and development, and then we came together to kind of create that blend of Malbec for hopefully we'll be releasing January of next year as a collaborative. We might have some special bottles coming out sooner than that. So that answers that first question. We got any other questions while I chop through here really quick?
Yeah, I love it. I love how you do double tasking, shopping. Man. You got some skills over there. I'm watching you ain't answer the question. So here's another quick question that came from Jamie.
Okay.
Do you give classes to MCs?
I do classes, yes. When I do find time. Most of my classes are happening at the restaurant as I'm teaching my staff, but I have done a lot of virtual classes this year. Before the pandemic, classes meant jumping on a plane and going somewhere. But the convenience of these virtuals have made it a lot easier for me to connect with a lot of people now. So it's pretty awesome. So yes, the answer is yes, I do. So I just chopped the tarragon. I got the anchovies in there. I got my chive bundle here, and I'm just gonna quickly slice through the chives. And any other questions while we're waiting?
Yeah. Angela asked, what's your favorite dish from all your menus that you make?
What's my favorite dish? So I have 3 restaurants, technically 2 now because we had to downsize Lucinda. And so when someone asks me that question, my answer is always, if you have kids, you understand this. It's like, what's your favorite kid? I'm like, I don't want to answer that out loud because, then you're going to favor that kid. So I can't really answer that. Everything on my menu is my favorite. Just like if you got multiple kids, they're all your favorite, even if they give you headaches every now and then.
But that question always funny, especially at a restaurant and you ask the waiter or waitress, hey, what's the best thing? And they say everything. You're like, come on, man.
So this, like I said, this is a quick, simple dressing, and so all I'm doing is whisking everything together now. The most important thing is that you want to check your seasoning. In the restaurant, I tell my staff all the time, the cooks in the kitchen, did you taste that? Does it taste? Is the acid good? Is the salt good? You notice I haven't put any salt in here yet because I'm gonna taste this before I start dumping in salt, so that I can know how much I need to add in there. I added in a little bit of vinegar, as of like me personally knowing how much should go in there, but I'm gonna taste it to make sure that maybe I need a little bit more. Maybe I need a little bit more buttermilk. And that's that adjustment that you make by continually tasting before you give out.
That's a good question that ties right to that. If what you're saying is, what's your favorite spice?
My favorite spice?
What do you use?
Probably a spice that most people aren't familiar with is called Grains of Paradise. It's African, originally like an African spice, also called alligator pepper, one of the alligator peppers. It's in the ginger family. That's good. I'm just gonna add a pinch of salt here. That's one of my favorite spices. My favorite herb is tarragon. It's in here. So, all right. So this is quickly the vinaigrette. You guys can see that? That's how simple it is. Now, if it's too thick, you may want to add a little bit of water, or you want to add some vinegar. It depends on how thick you made your mayonnaise. And when you're making house mayonnaise, it's going to change every now and then. Let me give a quick wipe down here. And so from here, I'm just going to show you how to do the shaved vegetable. How much time we got, Jesse?
We dancing a little bit.
Okay.
But Araceli and my timekeeper will keep me honest. I think probably a couple more minutes should be good.
Okay, I got this one little tool here. This is called a mandolin. This is called the knife of death, basically, in the restaurant. Because so many cooks have cut their hands on this beautiful thing here.
Ooh.
It's unforgiving. So whenever you're using a knife or using a sharp item, you need to give respect to it, because as soon as you get lazy, as soon as you get comfortable, it will bite. So always have respect for the knife and the various tools that are sharp that's doing cutting. I'm simply using this mandolin. Mandolin is perfect for shaving vegetables and consistently shaving them into a thin shape. If I try to use my knife and like come in here and slice this perfect every time, I guarantee you, even as a person who's been in this industry for 15 years, I'm never gonna get it perfect. But various tools can make things easier. And I learned that with everything, just not even in the kitchen. Having the right tools can make you a lot better. So I'm gonna use this mandolin. I'm using my hand this way. I'm not grabbing it here because if it slips, my fingers are gonna hate me. So
I don't want that.
I'm doing it with my hand. I'm just giving quick slices. You guys had this in your salad, and one of the tricks that we do is we take these shaved vegetables very thin, and we actually dump them in ice water. And if you ever took that polar bear plunge in ice cold water, you know what happens to yourself? You're like, oh, and you start curling up because it's so cold and you're ready to get out. That's essentially what is happening to these vegetables, and that's how we get these nice little curls when we dump them into the ice. So I'm gonna do the same thing for the radishes. Cupping my hand.
And Chef, I got the good news too. Our still keep me honest or keep us on track. We got into 6:45, so we got a few minutes. I borrowed some good minutes for you, man. That food looks so good. I said you can't cut it short. And so, Chef, I'm hoping by me gaining some more time that I can get an invitation to your house to eat your food. Just saying, man.
Okay, and so the last thing is just dressing the salad. So I think that's everyone does all the time who is like amateur or just don't know any better. They literally overdress a salad. So the trick in the restaurants, I'm gonna pull some of this out because I just want to show you the proper way to do this. When you're dressing a salad, you don't necessarily want to just dump it right on the lettuce because it's essentially going to get trapped on one lettuce and you're going to think you don't have enough in the bowl. So what you want to do is actually like dress the side of the bowl. And then you want to grab your lettuce, and you can tear your lettuce now a little bit. This is when you want to start breaking your lettuce up if you want smaller pieces of the lettuce. You don't want to do it too early because that's when you get your bruised edges. But you essentially, it's going to rub the salad lettuces along the side of that bowl and dress the salad that way. Rather than dumping it right on there, now the entire bowl is being coated with that dressing. And if you need a little bit more, you do the same thing again. And this is how you properly dress a salad. That way it's not clumps of dressing stuck on one piece of lettuce, okay? And from here, I also have some Benny seeds. And quick wipe down here. And I'm just gonna plate the salad really quick.
I have a funny comment while you're doing that. Someone asked a question. She don't kill me. Jamie said, "Do you have any vegan dish?" I'm like, "Salad, isn't that vegan?"
If we did another vinaigrette, it would be vegan. So I'm essentially just plating this salad up. I got my some vegetables that have been drained of the ice water already. I'm putting it just right on top. A big thing to always check is like making sure your vinaigrette is highly seasoned, or yet you season the salad as you go. And then I'm gonna finish with some Benny seeds. And Benny seeds is like the mother, the ancestor to sesame seeds that are found in Africa. So Jesse, I'm gonna turn it over to you for some question and answer that you might have for me.
No, I love it, man. You're knocking right through them. Actually, I have one related to that from Carlos. Is there really any difference between regular salt, kosher, or sea salt? The reason why I ask is that I tend to use kosher salt when I make chicken and steak, the large grain salt. Thoughts, perspective?
Yeah, there is a difference. There is a salinity difference. So like some ocean water, some sea water is going to have a higher salinity than other areas, and so wherever that sea salt is taken from or dehydrated from, you might have a higher salinity, which you get like sharper peaks of like salt levels or sodium chloride. So that's one, and then you got like iodine salt or fine sea salt versus kosher salt. There's a weight difference, and so if you're scaling it out, say if you're saying I want to do 2 ounces of kosher salt versus 2 ounces of sea salt, it's going to be a weight difference because there's some I don't know, like air pockets. There's crystals in that kosher salt that allows it to pile up more, and so you're going to have like a slight weight difference. So it's good to know like if you're baking, baking is like one of those actual ones that like you need to have an accurate measurement of salt because you can oversalt something, or if you had an exact recipe, know what they're actually using, sea salt versus fine salt. There's other like mineralities and other salts. Those, it's super complex. We can go geek out when we talk about salt if we really want.
Here's a couple quick ones I'm gonna throw in there if I can. Personal ones, hopefully is okay for you too. I'm gonna fire shoot them at like 3 back to back. One is from Jaleesa in honor of Mother's Day. What's your mom's favorite dish and why?
My mom's favorite dish is probably hi Jaleesa. My mom's favorite dish is probably anything that I'm making her. She used to make this beautiful quiche, and I still follow that same exact recipe. So she's always stoked when I can make that quiche for her. But it's been a while since I've been able to make Mother's Day for my mom since they're in Florida. I'm here in Seattle, so.
Got it. I relate. My mom's in Philadelphia. I'm here in Seattle. What is your favorite restaurant to eat when you don't want to cook?
My own restaurant, Good Baby and Solari restaurant.
I knew you were gonna say that.
It's tough because I have so many favorite restaurants and a lot of friends in this industry. I love Spinace. I love Delancey. If I'm going to Beacon Hill, I love. Oh my gosh, I'm spacing right now. The pizza restaurant. I can't even think of it right now. I got a bunch of places out there. Manoon on Capitol Hill.
Oh yeah.
It's a ton of folks, and they're all delicious, and for various reasons. It depends on what neighborhood I'm in, who I'm with. Yeah, it varies.
And one last fun one from Daniela. Which food do you not like at all?
What food I do not like? Any food that's under seasoned. I try and I experiment with everything. I eat a lot of different things. Some I love offals, but some offals are very off-putting or could be too much. If you guys don't know what offals, those are the innards, like intestines and hearts and livers of animals. They can be a little bit tough sometimes for people. So and for me.
Well, cool. Thank you so much, man. And people are saying too, the drink is delicious. They want to know what's in it, what's in the ingredients. I'm jealous. I haven't had it yet. I see it in my refrigerator. I'm waiting for after the show to drink it, but they say it's delicious and so forth. Someone asked a question. I think you shared it earlier too. Who was the name of the black woman, the black woman-owned winery? I think you said it earlier, but can you share it again?
Yeah, Frechette Winery.
Perfect.
Red Mountain.
Good. Well, as Rena would say, that was fire. As she could hear me. And all our students know that's one of her favorite lines. So I want to say that too.
Very nice. Hey,
Cool.
well, I appreciate you guys. All Stars, keep your head up. We're gonna get through this year, right into next year, and all the best. Okay.
Appreciate you, man. I'm sorry about the invitation to your house. Thank you.
Anytime.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.
And Araceli, you there?
I am here.
There you go.
That was so good. I was enjoying the meal also while Chef was doing his demonstration, and it was amazing. Thank you so much for that.
My pleasure.
And then Ryan, you're up.
Yeah, so I think
There you go.
we're
All
yeah,
right.
we're gonna have Ryan come back to give our next introduction. So Ryan.
Yep. All right. Hello, everyone. That was great, Chef Jordan. Thank you so much. We always learn so much from you. So as you guys may know, ASA has really had to shift gears this past year, and since the spring of 2020, they've been offering all programs virtually to middle school students just like me. We want to share this video that highlights all our work and our students this past year. Big shout out to all the ASA staff members and students. Roll tape.
And we are not just a community of folks that hang out and talk about cool stuff. We have fun classes.
We have started 28 years ago to provide after-school programs for kids. But now, because of the corona crisis, those kids have been sent home.
The situation is really bad.
By showing expressions and telling how you really feel and maybe inspiring others to draw. But I love every single one of you for letting me come here and join the academy.
What's up? We got everyone back. What do you call a shoe made of a banana?
A slipper.
Yeah, great job, Sylvester. You all did an amazing job this session.
Welcome to Creative Arts. Join us on celebrating our work.
There is something that we do here at Dance. Anytime someone does something that amazing like they just did, we give them a little hot hand. We gotta cool them down.
Kyle was like, "Oh, I'll do it," and I was just like, "Oh, okay." And he is such a natural. You know?
We're learning who our target audience are, marketing strategies, engaging with the audience, presenting an idea to an audience, problem solving, and leadership.
The music that we made is made by Soundtrap to make our fire beats. Soundtrap is DAW, and DAW means Digital Audio Workstation.
Super positive. That's awesome. It was great to be given that leadership opportunity. That was really fun.
Joy, tears of joy that we got so much cameras.
It's not about saving kids, it's just about providing opportunities and leveling that playing field and the opportunities for them. Increase their self-confidence and their self-esteem and just watch them soar.
That was such a great video. I'm really impressed with the diversity of programs that the After School All-Stars offered this year. And thank you, Ryan, so much for sharing that. So next, we're going to actually invite a few of our All-Star students to join me and Jesse for a live Q&A. So we can add a few of the students to the spotlight: Ryan, Brindley, Kyle, and Eldana.
So cool.
Yeah, if you can please introduce yourselves by saying your name, your pronouns, and what All-Stars programs you participated in this past school year.
My name is Brindley, and
I go by she, her pronouns, and the only program I've been in from last semester and this semester is MasterChef.
Awesome. Thank you, Brinley.
Hello, my name is Kyle. My pronouns are he and him. My classes are Master Chef, which is a cooking class, Soul Bass, which is a beat making class, and music making class, Power Hour, which is also a fitness class.
Hello, my name is Ryan. I go by he and pronouns. I have been in the MasterChef program where we learn about nutrition and cooking, and School of Beats and Songwriting where we make beats, Power Hour, which is fitness class, and Cartoon Academy, which is and cartoon class.
Hi, my name is Aldana. I go by she and her in pronouns, and the classes that I've been in are Rhythm of Dance, Creative Arts, and Master Chef, which is a cooking program.
Wow. Well, I texted in the group chat. I said, this is why I'm here. Each of y'all, and just continue to impress me. You are our today's future. And so I honor and appreciate the bright minds you all are. I just want to make sure I say it to y'all directly. I'm actually even wearing my after school all-star shirt below.
Oh.
Next to the love here. So I wanted to let you know how much I appreciate, how much you haven't met me in person, but how much I adore what you guys are up to accomplish. And nothing can stop you but yourself. Always, y'all get that. And I see that. So make sure other folks get that too, that you continue to create possibilities. Don't be your own blocker. All right. So one of the questions I want to ask for each of y'all is, what have you learned this year from After School All-Star?
In Master Chef, we've learned a lot of new knife skills and new recipes. And in Learning Lab, we've had help with homework, and we've learned about colleges.
Wow.
And for me, I personally learned how to make more friends, to be more sociable, to be more efficient with my homework time, and to be honest, learn a lot of different stuff.
Any tips? Can you share a tip, Kyle? Like, how do you be more social? I want to learn.
Be more social.
True, it's easy. I love it. I love it. What about you, Ryan?
For me, I learned that you could build like a whole community and just like make a whole friend group and like all be together in an online setting.
For me, this past year, I have learned so many things, but the biggest thing I've learned is about our future, how it's gonna look, and about our careers when we grow up. And we've talked about how, like, what we're gonna be when we grow up, and how to handle all of the difficult situations. And since our Learning Lab leaders already went through college, they've taught us a lot of things. And I feel like learning about that right now will help us a lot in the future.
Can I tell you one thing? You are living the future right now. You are a leader. You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Because when you create the possibility in your mind right now, you already create your future. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, thank you. That was so great to hear all of that. And we all know this past year has been extra challenging. We're all still in this virtual space, this virtual environment. So I'm curious to hear what motivated all of you to be a part of this after school program and to join in and dial in every day.
I heard it from my homeroom class, and once I learned that there was a Master Chef class, I was like, well, I love doing Master Chef, and getting more help with my homework will be helpful.
Thank you.
I showed up to ASAS virtual program each day because I know that it's a place that I can think freely and just have some fun.
And for me personally, I come to every day because there's someone to talk to always in ASIS. There's like a teacher there, our whole community is there, and everybody's there just to talk to us whenever we feel troubled. So it's a great place to learn also.
For me, I showed up every day because it's a place where you can express your creative mind and then always have someone to talk to, get stuff off your chest. And overall, it's just very fun.
It's great to hear that you had that space, and we all needed that, in this time. Thank you. And like Jesse mentioned, we're opening the chat box. So if any of the folks that are on would like to ask any of these amazing students questions, please feel free to type them in the chat.
Yeah. While you're doing it too, Araceli, say, I'll ask each y'all, what was the hardest part of this past school year? Given the climate we're in, just everything, what was the hardest part this year?
Not having all that interaction and getting to see everybody on Zoom, because not a lot of people like showing their camera, so you can't actually interact as much as you would if we were in person.
I would say it'd be managing your time and making sure that during the few hours that you have of asynchronous work, that you actually work on your homework that time.
I think it would be like all the technology that we have to handle and learning all that in a small period of time and trying to communicate with others, but sometimes people don't want to talk, I think.
And in my opinion, personally, not being able to see the teacher do the stuff personally, we are able to do some stuff in our classes, but we're not able to do it physically. We're not able to see the teacher doing the stuff physically, and it's really hard to do it.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, just so you know, you're getting shout outs in the chat too. People are talking
time.
about how brave you are to be on camera, to be speaking in front of a bunch of people you don't know. This takes a lot of courage, and really all of you are inspiring us today. So shout out to you for doing this and taking on this. And people want to know, what can we do to support you?
Just be there, to be honest. Just be there, listen to us, help us when we need it, and just be there when we need it.
Yeah, maybe like the only thing is just to like help us when we're having difficult times, and yeah, just be there.
Yeah, like be there to help each other out. And if something happens, like help them through it.
Yeah, like just having our back during the tough times. So, yeah.
Thank you. You're also getting job offers on this chat box. People are excited to hire you.
I'm glad to hear that y'all were sharing those, because everything y'all just said too, I would say, I'll ask folks in the chat to share that all the adults are literally can say the same exact thing, right? And I think one of the things around COVID is that we all were learning at the same time. We had no advantage of being older. The gray hair didn't matter, right? I'm learning Zoom just as much as you were learning Zoom and trying to figure out how to do my job in a virtual space like you were trying to figure out school. And so while I've welcomed, you tell me it's been more interaction and conversation with adults, right? Y'all probably been teaching us to do things like, what's wrong with this person? They can't get it. And so I appreciate y'all for helping us out as well in this transition.
Absolutely. And getting requests, are there any after school All-Star staff that you want to shout out? Anyone that really left an impression on you?
I would say maybe Mr. Morgan, because in the normal room with everybody in the room, Mr. Morgan's always hyping up the room and making everybody laugh.
I don't think there's any individual person, but I would like to shout out everyone that's been helping us.
Yeah, me too. I couldn't pick out of all the leaders and volunteers, but all of them are equally always behind our backs, and they always got us.
And for me, kind of, but my personal opinion, I would like to shout out Miss Daisy. She's always there. She always likes to talk to students. She always likes to talk to us. She's always there for us. And she also has a very energetic personality, and I like that.
Love it. One of the questions pop in here too, and my miss out, forgive me, y'all. Feel free to repost it twice. But people always ask this question: have y'all been experiencing Zoom fatigue, or are you kind of just used to it now? Like, how you liking Zoom? We're on Zoom right now. It's been a year. Are you feeling fatigue, or are you embracing it?
I've never personally experienced fatigue on Zoom because it's literally the same thing as if I am in class. You're sitting there listening, telling stuff. It's practically the same.
Sometimes we do have to help our teachers out a little bit because sometimes they have trouble sharing their screens, or when their internet connection's bad, we have to say, well, you're unmuted. You might have to like fix your internet, or
true.
Sometimes they're not sure how to share their screen or know when they're unmuted or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for me, it's kind of been the same. I just embrace it. I haven't had much Zoom fatigue because if you spend like a few hours a day on it, you kind of get used to it.
That's so true.
That is great. Is there what's one of the like best experiences you had in the All Stars program this last year?
Maybe getting to see a lot of people's faces on Zoom and just be able to feel that you're actually interacting with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's like more people that's showing their faces than I'm used to during school. There's not a lot of people that's put on their camera and actually say hi and communicate.
Yeah, to be honest. When people turn on their camera, it gets me excited because there's someone else that's turning on their camera. So it's comfort to be able to see someone else.
Yeah, like seeing more people get out of their comfort zone. And
Great. Another question I'm getting here: what was the favorite thing you cooked in the Master Chef class?
Mm-hmm.
I actually have two favorites. I have the Energy Bites, which the chocolate chips give it like more sweetness.
That's my favorite.
And banana and peanut butter. And then the yogurt parfait.
Oh.
My favorite was probably the burrito bowl that we made, and also the recipe that we made today, which is the vegetarian chili.
Mm.
Well, for me, it would be the egg frittata, which tastes really good in my opinion. I like eggs.
Mine would be the yogurt parfait and the vegetable chili that we just cooked today.
Look at here. Y'all want to cook all that delicious food and have someone eat it? Sign me up. Come over to my house.
Uber Eats it.
I'll eat it. I'll eat it. Finally, if you could describe After School All-Star in one word, what would it be?
Exciting.
Energetic.
Community.
Exhilarating.
What about you,
Thank you.
Araceli?
Yeah, thank you. That was great. Oh, what's mine?
Yeah.
I would say inspiring. I mean, I'm so inspired by all the students here. Thank you so much for having the courage and to participate, to show your faces, to share your experiences with us. I'm completely inspired by all of you and grateful that you are joining us this evening.
Yeah, thank you all. Appreciate it. My word be heartfelt.
Yeah,
warm my heart.
Great.
Well, that was wonderful. Thank you all to our All-Star representatives for your time. I'm feeling good about our future with you four in it. Trust and believe. So far tonight, you've been joined by All-Star students, our Master Chef. So now let's bring our All-Star fundraiser and benefit auctioneer, Graham Crow. Welcome to you.
Hey, Jesse, thanks. I'm Graham Crow, he, him pronouns. I'm happy to be here tonight. You know, earlier there was a question in the chat saying, what else can we do to support the students? They said, just be there for us, have our backs. Well, there's something else you can do, and that's to help support the programs. And that's where you have the opportunity right now, because every one of you watching, I don't care where you are, whether it's Chicago, whether it's Los Angeles, whether it's Capitol Hill, any place you are, you can now take part tonight and truly make a difference with a donation to support After School All-Stars. Now, we do have a goal for this event tonight, rather ambitious goal of $100,000. And we've got a fancy thermometer so you can see where we are at and how we're doing. If we can take a look at that and get that up there, because I think you're going to be happy with where we are. Look at that. We are almost at $74,000 already, thanks to sponsorships and donations that have come in. But you can help us get even closer to the goal and what we are aiming for tonight. So here is how you can help with a donation that's meaningful to you and comfortable for you. We're going to give you some options on how to do it. But first of all, you need to have your cell phone. So get out your cell phones, and then you can make the donation very simply. Text, the number you want to text is 41444. In your text message, 3 things. First of all, type ASAS, the After School All-Stars. Type the donation amount that you would like to give to support the programs, and then your name. So example, ASAS 500 Jane Doe. The total will be added to the thermometer. Also, if you'd like to remain anonymous, you can do so. You can just type anonymous or ANON, but make sure you get that 4144 and then type in ASAS and the amount. Also, make sure you have your credit card handy, because we would like to, After School All-Stars would also like to be able to collect on your donation afterwards. So here are the levels that we would like you to consider. Once again, remember, you can donate at any level at any time. So, for instance, $1,000. This will provide a full school year of life-changing after-school programs for one All-Star student. So if you would like to support, and if you're able at this level or even above, text ASAS 1000 and your name or anonymous to 41444. So again, very easy to do. You wonder maybe what some other levels, the impact you can have. Well, at $500, if you can help there, that would be terrific. You will provide a camping trip and nature hike for our outdoor education program for 15 youth. So that's the difference that $500 could make. Let's say $250. That sounds good to you. Well, it sounds great to us too, because a $250 donation will provide bus transportation for one educational field trip for up to 50, that's 50 students. Look at the impact you can have with a donation of $250. Again, text 41444, include ASAS, the amount of your donation, and your name. We're going to check back on the thermometer in a little bit to see how we're doing, but I hope you're getting these coming in. For $75, you've heard a lot of them talk about the cooking class and nutrition. Well, $75 provides 1 week of ingredients for a class of students in the hands-on cooking and nutrition program. $50, if that's your comfort level, and we thank each and every donation, regardless of level. $50 can make a big difference by purchasing equipment for a class of students for our sports, fitness, and wellness programs. So again, as the thermometer grows, we will see it's easy. You can donate any amount you want, not just at the levels that we mentioned. Okay, we're over $75,000 right now. We can get a lot of celebration emojis up there, get the love in there, keep that thermometer growing. Again, the names will populate, but as we learned in the program that's being used, unfortunately, they kind of go to the bottom of the list. So you may not see your name right away. So here's what I'd like you to do. If you would like me to give you a personal shout out, simply type in chat, type in how much you donated, and I'd be more than happy to give you a shout out there. So again, if there are any questions at all, it's very simple to donate. We're on our way, hopefully, to get up to $100,000. We're going to give you some time now to the messages at the top, the 41444, but why you're doing that, why you're getting your phones out, why you're going to your bank account, why you realize that, well, I was going to give 100, but 250 sounds better because I want to help these kids. Let's take a look and listen now at some of the music that was created by some of the All-Stars. Keep the donations coming in. Once again, a reminder, you can donate at any level at all. I'm going to go on mute for a second because I'm going to make my donation now. So let's see how high we can get that thermometer. Okay, that didn't hurt a bit. In fact, that felt really good. By the way, if you are looking at some of the numbers as they scroll up, people who have made donations, thank you to all of them, Juliet and David and Tu and Lori. You may see some odd numbers there with a 51, but there is a service charge that you have the option of accepting or not to help offset some of the expenses. So if you donate 50, you can agree maybe to 51, but we want to make this convenient for you and comfortable for you at any level at all. So again, keep the donations coming in. We are going to give you time that will keep open, but right now we'd like to give somebody a real big opportunity. We have one live auction item and one and only one, and it's a good one. So this is what is called the Pick Your Paradise package. Listen up, because here's how this works. The winning bidder will get to choose the trip of a lifetime. The winner gets to choose 1 week in Bali, 1 week in Italy, or a 6-day, 6-night photo safari in South Africa. Yes, the winner gets to choose that. A little bit about these. First of all the 3 of these trips are for 2 people. Airfare is not included, but a cool thing about these, the donors, and thank them for donating this tonight, they, especially with the times right now and some of the questions about travel, they have made this a 3-year expiration. Most live auction items are good for 1 year from the event. You're the winning bidder. You can travel anytime between now and May 6th, 2024. So you've got 3 years to do that. By the way, these are for 2 people. If you are the winning bidder and you want to extend to more people, you can work with the donors. They have accommodations for more than 2, so you can do that. But let's see. First of all, let's find out a little bit more about each one. I'm going to briefly describe them. First of all, the photo safari. It's at the Zulu Nyala Game Preserve in South Africa. All meals are included. So 3 meals a day for the 2 of you while you are there, along with twice daily guided trips in a Land Rover to see the animals. My wife and I have been fortunate enough to be there. I've had many lucky buyers come back and tell me this was a life-changing experience. So that's option number 1. Option number 2, how does Bali sound right now? You'll be staying at the Golden Buddha Resort, the small eastern village of Ahmed. All breakfasts are included with this. And on the final night there, they'll prepare an authentic Balinese dinner just for you. This also comes with 2 massages. If you like being massaged in Bali, that sounds pretty good, doesn't it? And also you will get your choice of a guided scuba diving or snorkeling trip in some of the most pristine waters anywhere in the world. The third and final option is Italy. More specifically, the hillside town of Cortona, Italy, in the heart of Tuscany. If any of you happen to read the book or see the movie Under the Tuscan Sun, this is exactly where that took place. You'll receive an authentic Tuscan welcome dinner when you arrive. There'll be a local concierge service to help you choose where in Tuscany you would like to go. It is a spectacular place. Okay, here's how we are going to do this. You are going to do your bidding in the chat box and in the chat function. So again, if you haven't participated with comments tonight, the chat box is located at the bottom center of your screen. What I'll do is when I start the bidding, simply type in the amount that you would like to bid. I will give the call outs on those. But all you need to do is do that. If you are interested, get your bid in early, because if 2 people submit the same bid, it's whoever gets the first one in. So again, the winning bidder gets to choose Africa, Italy, or Bali. There's a minimum bid necessary to make a sale. But for After School All-Stars, I hope we can do this tonight. Let's support the staff, the kids, the programs, and send you on the trip of a lifetime. So we're going to start the bidding. Is there anyone who would like to get us started with a bid of $1,000? An opening bid of $1,000. There we go. Araceli's $1,000. How about $1,250 now? Again, you've got 3 years, your choice. $1,250 is bid. Haley got it in first. Julissa, you can come in now at $1,500. Anyone at $1,500? I've got $1,250. There's Steve at $1,500. Let's go $1,750. $1,750. I'm going to go. There's, thank you, $1,750. Ellie was the first one, or Eli. I'm not sure if that's it. Now we're going to look at $2,000. $2,000, Julissa's back in. Is it Julissa or Hulissa? Whatever it is, it's the leading bid right now.
It's
now,
Julissa. Let's go.
Julissa. Araceli says, sorry, Julissa. Araceli bid $2,250. So, and Eli or Ellie
Sorry,
said,
girl.
sorry.
Oh, damn.
Sorry, now $2,500. So we've got $2,500. Here's the good news. Someone will be going. We have hit the level. So Nikisha now at $2,700. I'll go up in $100 increments now. $2,700. Diana, can you go to 28? Araceli says 28. Anyone at 29? I've got 2,800. There's 29. Nikisha. Julissa, you were late, but if you go in 3,000 right away, you'll be there. Tony at 3,000. Tony, where have you been? That's your first bid. You were just waiting till it got high enough for you. Okay, hold on. Eli or Ellie, it doesn't matter, $3,250. Hold on 1 second right here. Tony, I want to talk to you first. You bid 3,000, you've been outbid, but I'm just curious. I'm putting the bidding on pause. Tony, if you did wind up as the leading bidder when you were the top at 3,000, where were you interested in going? So Tony, just type in, I always like to find out where people are interested in the 3 options. Tony, so you had bid 3,000, and where would you like to go? And also Ellie or Eli or Ellie, where would you like to go if you wind up as the leading bidder? Just want to see before we get back to the bidding, because it's always interesting to see where people would like to go, Africa, Italy, or Bali. And you don't have to decide right now. So you've got 3 years to do it. Anybody in there? Or are they just bidding because they just want to go somewhere? If you want to, $3,000, I've also got a trip to Tukwila we could send you on too, if you'd like. You got 3 years to go there, 405, you should make it in time. Okay, so we've got here's what I'm gonna do. Tony was at 3,000, Ellie or Eli was at 3,250, and Aaron came in at 3,500. Here's what I'd like to do. Okay, the 3,500, Aaron, how about if I save you some money? Ellie or Eli, I think that's what it is, 3,250. If you would honor the 3,250, I'll take Aaron's also down to 3,250, and Tony or Araceli, anybody else, if you will come up to $32.50, we can do more than one of these. So the price is $32.50. Aaron, give me a thumbs up or say if you are in at $32.50. You bid $35, so I'm saving you $250. Aaron, would you like to go? Tony, is that, there's a happy face. Does that mean yes? Tony, if you'd like to do it at $32.50, Africa, Italy, or Bali in the next 3 years, type in yes. So I'm looking for, I've got the one at $32.50. Anybody else, even if you haven't bid already, will do it at $32.50. So Eli wants to go to Africa. You're going to on a photo safari in South Africa sometime in the next 3 years for $32.50. That is fabulous. Araceli, are you in at $32.50 as well? Or are you just saying where you'd like to go? If you want, you can go to Bali sometime in the next 3 years for $32.50. Okay, Nikisha, did you want, oh, you got beat. Well, Nikisha, you can take care of that. All you have to do is bid $32.50. There is only one thing in this life we regret, and those are trips we don't take. So don't do this to yourself. Go to Africa. You've got 3 years to do it. You can find somebody to help with you. Okay, so the final bid is $32.50. Eli says yes at $32.50. Tony is in at $32.50. As make sure, Rana, that you're writing down these names. So Tony wants Bali. Okay, Eli is in. Araceli, are you in as well? Anybody else at $32.50? Oh, it's somebody's honeymoon. Who's going on their honeymoon? Aaron, nicely done. Well played. Is anyone looking for a last second Mother's Day gift? Hey, you don't have to send flowers. You could send your mom to Italy, Bali, or Africa. Okay, final chance. Anybody else? If you are interested in bidding on this, you can contact Rana or anybody at After School All Stars. We're going to keep that $32.50 price open for 1 week. So contact them if you want to make some calls to somebody. It will all go to benefit After School All Stars. Let's see some shout outs, some loves in our the chat area for our successful bidders. We've got 3 and I think maybe 4 who are doing. If we get 4, that is $13,000 for After School All Stars with 4 trips. So thank you all very much. And then Brian, if we can take a look at our thermometer to see how we're doing on the donation. By the way, for those people who are bidding $2,800 and $2,900, thank you. If you can't go up, you save some money. So maybe some of that you could donate to help our thermometer grow even higher. We'd love to get close to the $100,000. We're so thankful where we are. Thank you for your support. For the winners, you'll be contacted about your trips. But right now, I'm going to send it back to Jesse. And Jesse is still, I know if we'd had a live auction item with a dinner with Chef Eduardo, you would have been big,
oh, heck
big on
yes.
that.
That's a must. Hey, Chef, you listening? Put it up there.
That's right. Anyway,
I'm down. Sign
thank
me
you
up.
very much. Jesse, take us home now.
That was fun. And I also say to those who, I mean, first of all, thank you, everyone. That I love the live auction. I want to give one more point to Graham. Thank you for facilitating that. And please continue to donate. You can click that link. I'm literally watching it right now, seeing it continue to climb. And I was literally, I think I was off screen. I was, was tears because I'm so proud and so happy to see this and make this possible. Our original goal, we surpassed that, and our sponsors themselves pushed us to see bigger. So I thank our sponsors for pushing us to see bigger, and they deliver. Again, we are our own blockers, right? When you create bigger possibility, bigger things happen, and this is a demonstration of that right here. And I would say those who won, you can actually take that same number and keep your eyes running. And look at that. Wow, it's happening. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry I got distracted. Just watching the beautiful numbers continue to grow. Those who actually won the prize, you can actually go right now with the same link and pay it now and not have to wait to talk to Renee. Renee has your names and she knows you're entitled to the winning. You can actually donating it right now using the same link, which will be beautiful to see the number increase to that point. They go up to 87, 90,000 and get so close to the 100,000 mark. So don't wait. And to reiterate Graham's point, for those who were put up that donation for the trip, still put down some money to donate and still take that trip like I am tomorrow in Hawaii. So I'm still donating and I'm still going on a trip tomorrow. So you can do the same. All right. So that was fun. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for vacation. Thank you so much, Graham. And at this time, I'd like to welcome Brenda Daou for final comments. Keep donating, y'all. I'm serious.
Thank you, Jesse. So I'm going to do something a little unconventional. I'm going to remove my spotlight because I want you all to see each other. So what I want you to do is to go up to the view button and click on gallery view. So you can see all these beautiful faces at our event. I know we haven't had the chance to do that yet. So again, at the top right corner, click on view and then click on gallery view. And here we are.
Can we have everyone wave their hands too? Yeah. That'd be so cool.
So I'll make my comments quick. I just want to say how humbled we are by everyone's generosity and support. Just 5 years ago, this chapter was merely a vision. I remember I was in Las Vegas and this was a distant dream, and here we are 5 years later. So, and that's because of all of you, your support, the impact that we're going to have on more deserving youth is because of you. Particularly this summer is going to be so important for our programs and services. Our youth have been through a really hard year, as of everyone on this event, but especially our youth in terms of learning loss and learning disposition. It's just been a very tough year. We're really excited to say that we're expanding to 3 new school sites this summer. So we'll be serving 6 school sites this summer. That's essentially over 800 youth potentially. So we are so excited for that opportunity and can't wait to serve more youth in South King County. ASAS will be stepping in to support our partnering school districts in Kent, Renton, and Tukwila school districts to help close the opportunity gap, address student mental health, ensure safety, support nutrition, promote physical activity, and provide enriching and engaging enrichment programs. We have an amazing team to get it done, so I can't wait to get started this summer. I want to thank our incredible sponsors, Essentia Water as of course, our presenting sponsor. We couldn't have done this without you. We also wouldn't have had the opportunity to bring on Chef Eduardo Jordan for the live cooking demo and the delicious meals from Solari. Thank you so much, Chef. I also want to thank Essentia Water for introducing us to Graham Crow. We were so excited to have you here. Thank you for your time and all of your auctioneer experience and fundraising experience. I also want to recognize our all-star sponsors, including EY, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Revel Consulting, F5 Networks, and New York Life Foundation. I also want to thank Microsoft as our elite sponsor and Mr. Rhodes Inspire and Invest LLC as our partner sponsor. That's Jesse Rhodes, if you didn't know. I especially want to thank all of our viewers this evening for your time, your support, your gifts, and most importantly, your interaction, chiming in on the chat and showing love with the reactions. We really appreciate that. We've really enjoyed having this event and celebration alongside you, from our homes to your homes. Thank you for making this work with us. I'd also like to give a huge thank you to Jesse Rhodes and Araceli Godinez and Ryan, our MCs for this evening. Let's give them some love in the chat and also in the reactions. They deserve it. This is not easy to do. And I also want to thank our student speakers, Brinley, Kyle, Eldana, and Ryan, for bravely speaking about their experience in After School All-Stars and in life. I mean, honestly, I could not have done that at their age. So please show them love in chat and let them know how proud we are of them. And I definitely want to thank Brian Smith. He is our behind the scenes tech guru from F5 Networks. He has been handling the show tonight. All of our transitions from live to pre-recorded. We appreciate you, Brian. Thank you so much. And Eli, thank you for making that possible. Eli is one of our board members from F5. So it's with a full heart that I pass it back over you, Jesse, to close us out. And Brian, feel free to bring up that thank you slide. Thank you.
Wow. The number is keep growing. We're right now at 76,738. And this is not counting the ones that just recently won those Paradise Island trips. So just continue to be full of gratitude and thank you for your continued contribution. Again, keep it going, keep it going. Thank you, Rena. And at this time, we like to make a virtual toast to celebrate. So everyone still have, if you still have any left, mine's still in the refrigerator, but you still have any left, I'll do a water right now with my water. By the way, this is very refreshing. It's not paid commercial, but I need this. It's like, I don't know what's in here, but I'm like, I don't need coffee. This has been great today. But I want to do a virtual toast to celebrate all the efforts, the Rise and Star event and the 5-year anniversary of After School All-Star Future Sound. So on a count of 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for your time, your generosity, and support. We hope to stay connected with you. Araceli, any last words from you before we wrap up?
Yeah, I just want to thank Rena and the After School All-Star staff. This is the first time we do this type of event. And I just think, they did an amazing job. Everything, like there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that people aren't aware of. So just really amazing job. I'm really proud to be a part of this organization, proud to support, and thank you all for dedicating your Thursday evening to us. I hope you enjoyed the program, and a special thanks to the students that shared their experiences with us. And I'm super inspired by your stories and really excited to continue to support.
Have a beautiful night, everyone. Thank you.
Good night.
Night. Love it. Remember, keep creating possibilities, y'all. Adults too. Keep creating possibilities. Never excuses.